Hello, my name is Susan Avery. I am the editor of My Purchasing Center, and I am at the Zycus Horizon 2012 event in New Orleans this week, talking to presenters, Zycus executives, and procurement professionals who are attending this event. And I am with Anurag Dixit, Senior Vice President of Marketing for Zycus, and I'm hoping you can tell our audience about this event. This is the first year that you have it, and what is the message that you're trying to get across to the people who are attending?
That's correct, Susan. This is the first time we're doing this event, and all along, Zycus has been known to be very customer focused. So even in our marketing and all the marketing programs that we do, we try to ensure that it's not just about our products, our company, but we deliver something which is useful to the procurement community in general. So when we conceptualized this event, we decided that we don't really want to have it centered around Zycus, but we want to talk about different things which procurement guys would find useful, where they can basically share best practices, get information, knowledge which would be relevant to their day-to-day job, and not just about Zycus products and solutions. So we decided to focus on 4 things. One was the CPO colloquium, which is where all the procurement leaders are going to meet, and we're going to share best practices, top trends which they foresee in the near future, or currently what is happening in the procurement space. That was one. Second was around technology. So what is that organizations are doing around technology? Again, not just about Zycus products, but how organizations are implementing technologies, how they are managing change, what are the best practices they can share with others. Third was around process. So what are the best practice processes which organizations have and which they can share with others? What have been the successes around process? How they have been able to transform, bring about a positive change. So these were the 3 major areas where we wanted the procurement community to come together and share the knowledge, share their best practices. And of course, the 4th track, or the 4th sub-event which we have, is called Zycus University, where we have Zycus experts providing hands-on training on both Zycus tools as well as best practices, processes, implementation programs, and so on. So these are the 4 major areas which we wanted to cover, and I think we have been successful in getting a lot of good speakers, both within our customer base and industry thought leaders, to come and share their knowledge, share what they have to basically say about around these 4 broad level topics.
This morning has been really successful. There's been some great events, and your CEO presented technology roadmap for people that are here. Can you talk a little bit about that, some of the things that are ahead for Zycus?
But in general, the innovation philosophy are around A, scalability, B, integration, C is mobility, and D is collaboration. So these are the areas where we are going to put a lot of thrust in terms of innovation, whether we are going to basically get new products, or where we are going to provide significant innovation and enhancements in the existing product lines. Because we have large customers and we have small customers, both in terms of number of employees or revenues. And as Atish was mentioning, you have to ensure that the products are such that they can be used by customers of all sizes, irrespective of the complexity in their business processes. So whatever innovations we bring about, they have to have scale. Like for example, in sourcing, our product iSource can support 10,000 line items in one single sourcing event, where you have 5 pricing based decision factors, around 20 or non-pricing based decision factors, and when you're looking at award scenarios, and around 100 suppliers to whom that particular RFQ will go out. So when you're looking at number of data points which you probably are going to analyze to create award scenario is close to 70 million, and that's a lot of data. So we are putting in a lot of emphasis and using technologies like distributed computing. There are big data technologies like Hadoop, etc., which we are using to ensure that our customers can leverage our tools for those kind of complex requirements. They don't have to wait to basically get the data or get reports. It should be fast. It should be like, within a click of button you should be able to get it. So that is one. Second is integration, because again we are talking about the suite, entire suite, and we have to ensure that we provide a comprehensively integrated suite. And integration is not just about integrating the business process from point A to point B, or it is not just about flipping a sourcing event into a contract. It is about integrated processes, integrated data, integrated reporting and insights. So that's again something which we are focusing on. Third area is mobility. As you know that a lot of people today are basically moving to devices like tablets and smartphones, and it's important that our customers are able to access those applications on their devices, not just on their laptops or their computers. And when we talk about mobile devices, it's not just about using the device browser to access the application. It actually means a lot more to ensure that you are providing the right mobile solution. And for that you have to ensure security. You have to have an app. You have got to figure out what is that you want to basically port to mobile and what is that you don't want to, because you can't give an information overload. You can't give a data clutter into a small device. It's not going to be usable, right? And all our solutions, whether they are on desktops or mobile or wherever customers access them from, they have to be the easiest to use. That is our primary product philosophy. And finally, the fourth area, as I said, is collaboration. So it's not just about the buyers who are going to use the tool. You have to look at the other stakeholders. Suppliers, of course, are one. Finance is another stakeholder. Operations, engineering. So we are putting in modules and we are putting in features which will help procurement bridge the gap with all and collaborate better with all these different stakeholders, different functions within the organizations as well as their suppliers.
There's a lot of value in this event, and the people I've talked to have been really excited about some of the sessions. So what do you hope that the procurement professionals who are here take home with them when they leave tomorrow?
So if you see the tagline of this event, where procurement meets performance, and performance is all about what Zycus is all about. So we definitely want that people who are attending this conference take back a lot of ideas, knowledge, insight, best practices which will help them perform better, which will help their procurement function within their organization perform better, deliver more ROI, be more successful, and that is what we want.
Great. Thank you, Anurag, for
Thank you,
spending time
Susan.
with us this afternoon.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.